Hi, and welcome back to our series this week on empathy. So we've been talking about empathy this week and why it's important to incorporate empathy into your interactions with your kids. So empathy is when you connect with and identify with your child's thoughts, feelings, and attitudes. And yesterday we talked about why that was important and how it opens up communication. It sends messages of value and affirmation, which gives your child a solid foundation for life. Today we're going to talk about when to show empathy. And this might be a really short video because the answer to that question is always. There's never a time when your child does not need to feel like you understand his feelings, that you support his ideas and thoughts. And every child needs to know that their parent is on their side. And showing empathy is really sending that message that I am here for you, I'm on your side, I'm for you, I'm not against you, and what you have to say and what you're experiencing is important to me, and I want to make sure that I understand that. So when your child has ideas and thoughts that he wants to express, listen, pay attention, show that you value his personhood by giving him your full attention, just like you would want if you had something to say to him, right? So you have to remember that every interaction you have with your child is teaching him how to interact with other people. You're literally teaching him life skills by the way that you interact with him. And I'm passionate about teaching our children effective life skills because we have a society that's full of adults who don't know how to get their needs met in a healthy way, who don't know how to communicate effectively, who don't know how to problem solve or resolve conflict. So those are all things that your child should be learning by the way that you interact with him. So showing empathy, your child will let his guard down. He doesn't need to be defensive. If he feels like you're opposing his thoughts and ideas and feelings, he'll become defensive, and then then there's a wall between you can't communicate. There's no back and forth. He'll pull away from you, and he'll look somewhere else for someone who will empathize. But if you want to become your child's best friend, listen to his thoughts and ideas and allow him to express his feelings, especially the negative ones. Because like we talked about earlier yesterday, that sometimes as parents we think that we're going to help our child by negating or ignoring or downplaying their negative emotions and thinking that will help them go away, but that actually makes those feelings stronger because the child is feeling ignored. In fact, temper tantrums come from a child not being heard, his emotional needs not being met, and when that is ignored over the period of time, then a tantrum, when it escalates, a tantrum is the ultimate result. A child psychologist friend of mine says that a tantrum is the ultimate cry for help. So what kind of help is your child needing? He's needing emotional support. He's needing to know that his thoughts, his needs, his desires, his feelings are important and that someone is looking out for him. So always allow your child to express himself and help him to work through those things that are difficult for him, whether they're ideas or thoughts or emotions that he doesn't know how to handle on his own. So by doing that, you'll draw closer every day and become your child's best friend, their staunchest advocate, and their closest confidant. And we all want that with our kids, right? So until tomorrow, we'll talk about how you actually show empathy. We'll get into more of the mechanics. And then on Friday, we'll talk about some examples. So stay tuned for the rest of this series. It's a very important piece of parenting, and I want to help you with it as much as I can. So until tomorrow, take care and happy parenting. See you tomorrow.